Hello, good morning students. Welcome back online and offline also. So we will start today with the chapter number 4. We have already covered first 3 chapters, right? Okay, so conditional and iterative statements. So what do you mean by conditional and iterative statements? This is actually a part where the Python execution of statement changes. The sequence of execution changes. For example, we are having some statement, for example statement 1, then 2, then 3 up to, for example, say n. These are the number of statements in the Python program. So what actually happens if nothing is mentioned in the program that it is a conditional or iterative statement, then this statement will be executed first, then this, then this. So in the sequence all the statements will get executed. Okay, so all the statements will get executed in sequence unless there are some statements which are known as conditional and iterative. Okay, so this is not the same thing. Okay, please remember, conditional is different, iterative is different. I'll mention it separately. Okay, so otherwise the sequence of execution is prefixed. It is already fixed like this. Okay, so what actually happens in conditional? Yes, conditional statements are the first example, if statement. All of you know this, if statement. Yes, we have used this in number of cases, in number of programs. If statement. Yes, if statement is used as a conditional statement because, now see the syntax for this. The syntax will make it more clear. Okay, what is the syntax for if statement? See, it consists of if keyword. If keyword is there, then it has to be followed with some condition. Okay, then colon is very important. Why? Because colon indicates that it is to be followed with some group of statements. Okay, some group of statements. So we can consider it as one single block. We can assume it as one single block where there are statement 1, statement 2 up to n. Okay, so why do we write this? To indicate that it is a group of statements known as block. So what is this? This is block. We have already seen this in the bare bones of the program, blocks and indentation. This is a block, and why it is a block? Because all the statements are having same indentation. Same indentation is very important. Unless ये same है तब तक ये एक block नहीं होगा. Okay, if all the statements are having same indentation, then only we can say that this is one particular block. Now what block it represents? It represents the block for if statement. Okay, and one more thing to be included in block. Block is always followed or it is preceded by this colon. The colon will indicate that after this there is a group of statements. Okay, so this is the very simple actually condition. If, again a keyword hai, then there has to be a condition, then colon. Do not forget this colon. Colon is very important. Why it is important? Because it indicates that after this there are some group of statements. Okay, with same indentation. Okay, so this is a general structure of if condition, if statement. Okay, now we can also have the variations. See, this is for example the first thing, another variation of if. Yes, can anybody tell me another variation? Variation of if statement. If statement usually is followed by, else. Okay, so right, if, very similar to the first case, if then condition. Do not forget the colon. Then of course there are some statements 1 up to statement n. Okay, then it is followed by else. Now else is also a block. So it is also followed by colon. Again to indicate that here also we will be having some group of statements. Okay, again same thing as if. If ended with colon, else also to be included ended with colon. Okay, so again here we can write the group of statements. Okay, so this is another variation of if condition. Okay, so can anybody tell me now the third variation? Yes, there is one more variation. Batao. Yes. See this third one. Yes, it is visible. Third one is if, elif. If, elif. Meaning, what is the meaning? See, syntax, again we will start with syntax. Syntax is if, then condition. Now, according to the program, sometimes we require, if condition we know, this is block of statements. Okay? Block of statements, group of statements. Then, in the else part, like this, we are having a else part. Sometimes it happens that inside this else part also we require to check some condition. Got it? Inside the else part also we require some condition, some testing, some checking. Okay, that according to the need of the program. Okay, so to fulfill that need, Python has this keyword elif. Now, what is elif made of? Elif is nothing but else plus if. Okay, so this is elif. Okay, so do not write like this. इसका एक कीवर्ड होता है. elif is the actual keyword. वही आपको लिखना है. ठीक है? Now, elif does it follow? Is it followed by like this colon? Yes. Not exactly. No. No. Just because it is a combination of else if. See, else is followed by semicolon. Sorry, colon. If is always followed by condition. Okay. Now this is a combination. Now what will happen? Else and if it is followed by if. Therefore. Yes, therefore elif will have a condition first, because elif will again check for some condition. Again the colon. See the similarity. If and elif almost same. Okay, the only thing is if this part is not executed, then this will be executed. Again the group of statements.
So there are two conditions.
Yes. Got this? If and elif. If now can you guess the execution? See, first this condition will be checked whether it is true or not. If it is true, this block will be executed. Okay, then no other block will execute it. Okay. Now, if this originally the condition is false, then only this else if or elif will be executed. Okay, and once you go to this elif, then we already have another condition over here. This condition will be also checked. Okay? If this condition is true, then this block will be executed. Now, see the difference between if, elif and if else. What is the difference?
If is false, then else will get executed.
Yes. Now see, if this if. Now see simultaneously. This if and this if. Condition is there. If the condition is true, this block of statement will be executed. Same here. If the condition is true, this block will be executed. Okay? Consider now case number 2. In both the cases, this condition is false. In both these cases, this case and this case, this condition is false. Now this condition is false, therefore no question arises of execution of this block. So directly the execution will go to the else in this case. What will happen here? Of course, if it is false, this will not be executed. It will go to the else. Now here and here. Now check the rule say the condition. What will happen? Here no condition is executed. No condition will be checked. Directly if this is false, this will be executed mandatorily. This will be executed compulsorily. But here, for the execution of this block, this condition has to be true. Okay? This condition has to be true. Understood this? Now, another variation. Fourth. What is this? This block also can be followed by else. Okay? Again a group of statements. So, this is the final and the most general form of if. Final and most commonly used. Okay? So what will happen here? Now can you tell me this?
Both the conditions are true.
Okay. See, if the condition is true or false, If it is true, this block will be executed. If false, it will go to the elif part. Inside this elif part, again there will be a condition that is to be checked. If it is true, it will go here. Execution will be done. If not means elif condition is also false. Then this else part will be executed. And it will be executed then compulsorily because here we do not have any condition to be checked. Okay? Is this clear? Okay. So this is the most general form. Okay. Now one thing to remember in this. One small thing. This is the basic part, if with condition, just one simple block. Okay. Other than this, all are optional. All means elif part, this else part, all things are optional. You can simply write a code with only if also. But you cannot write a code with only elif. If is necessary. Okay. So only if is necessary. Rest of the part you can include in your code depending on the need. So that is not mandatory. Got this? Okay. So this is actually the general form. Out of which, now see, this part is mandatory. This you put it as per needed. This also, if you need, you can put. Else you can only run the code using this if condition. Okay. So we will take a pause. Yes, students, we will take this code for example. So we have to write a program to check whether a number is positive or negative. Of course, we know the condition for doing this. Any number which is greater than 0, that is positive, less than 0, that is negative. Okay. So we can write this code as, for example, we will take a variable num which will store the value. We will take it from user by input function. We all know this. We will give a proper message, enter a number. Okay. And we also know that input returns the string. Therefore, if we want it to be converted into this int, we will make it as int. So integer part of this string will be saved into this number. Okay. Now we will perform the operation on this number. So what is the first condition? If we have to check whether number is positive or negative. So number, if it is greater than 0. See, follow the syntax. If is the keyword, this is the condition. Okay. Num greater than 0. This is the condition. What has to be followed? Colon has to be followed. Okay. Then with proper indentation. With this proper indentation, we will write the statement. So what is the statement we can write? If it is greater than 0, we can print the number is positive. Okay, number is positive. Now we can also include elif and else into this code. See how? Elif. What is elif? Else, if this is false, then this part will be executed. And again we are checking for if the number is less than 0. And it is again followed by the colon to indicate that group of statements are to be followed. Then print. What print we can do? If the number is less than 0, we can definitely say that the number is negative. Okay. Now, can we include the else part? Yes, we can include. Why? Because we have checked this number to be greater than 0 and less than 0. What actually remains? The exact 0. So, for this condition, for the number is equal to 0, then we can write the else part where no condition is actually required. Because if the number is not greater than 0, not less than 0, that clearly means it is equal to 0. Okay, so for that condition, we will write it in the else part where we can directly print the number is 0. The number is 0. So see, in this way. So all of you understood this? So this is the simple program written in all formats of if. If condition is also there, elif is also there, and else is also there. Okay?